Welcome back, everybody. We're back together here with another video. We're going to be talking about Star Wars, namely The Mandalorian Season 4. Because it seems like Season 4 will not actually be Season 4. It's not going to be on Disney+. Apparently, it's actually going to be a movie now. Did you actually see this coming?
Mm-mm.
Now, we know that Disney has not had a Star Wars movie in the movie theater since 2019's The Rise of Palpatine. And nobody liked that movie. Last Jedi, nobody liked it. And now I believe they're at the point now that they realize something about Disney+. This is my opinion here. The ratings for the Disney+ Star Wars shows are in the tank. Nobody's watching. I mean, also, Mandalorian Season 3 was terrible. What did you think of Mandalorian Season 3?
It was okay. But I just not interested. Season 1 was best.
Season 1 and Season 2 were really good.
Yeah.
Season 3, to me, was a dumpster fire. Like, almost every episode was terrible. Except I believe the last episode was okay. But the stuff with like Lizzo and Jack Black, it was cringy. And they weren't really focusing on Din Djarin. It was a lot of Bo-Katan. I like Bo-Katan. But the Mandalorian, and even Disney said it, Mandalorian is on Din Djarin. And Din Djarin really kind of wasn't even the main focus.
Yeah. I don't remember much about Season 3.
It was forgettable.
Yeah. Season 1 is like the most memorable for me.
Yeah, everybody was shocked when Grogu showed up. They're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Into episode 1, yeah.
So, but like Season 2 is kind of okay. But Season 3, I don't remember that much. I remember a little bit, but
Yeah, it just wasn't good, man. Watching Season 3, I was like, man, is this thing going to pick up? It wasn't going to pick up. The music wasn't even the same because Ludwig wasn't back to score this season as well. But I think that Disney is realizing, hey, we got to get people into the movie theater. Now, here's the problem, I believe anyway. I don't think a Mandalorian on the big screen is actually going to do that well because mainly Season 3 was so bad. I believe that just really, really turned a whole bunch of people off. Like, people actually liked, what's the name of that show? Andor. They like Andor. I thought it was kind of boring, but people did like it. But nobody was watching it, and that budget was like $250 million. The budgets are just out of control. I'm curious as to what will be the budget and make it a movie, because I believe like these Mandalorian episodes are like 8 episodes. They're going to have to condense stuff down. The last time we heard was that the scripts for the Mandalorian Season 4 were already done. So I guess they're going to go back and condense it down. But how do you actually get butts in seats? Because there's been so much damage to the brand. I just don't see people going to the theater. Now, I do believe they'll watch Mandalorian before Rey. Because I don't think that Rey movie is going to do very well. What do you think?
yeah, I would think so too. The Mandalorian, at least there is still, Baby Yoda, even though it's,
A lot of people were upset that Baby Yoda went back to the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
People were confused if they didn't watch Boba Fett to see that Grogu had actually left Luke. And people were confused.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset about that. I thought like Luke would train, Baby Yoda. And,
Well, he trained him, I guess, for a little bit. He was actually with Luke for 2 years, they said.
Yeah, but I thought it would be a longer time,
Yeah. But in a way, they kind of broke their own canon because in Disney's canon, it actually said that Ben Solo or Kylo Ren was actually his first student. Now, apparently they broke that now because technically, Grogu has been with Luke for 2 years. So, whatever that is. But, man, I wonder... They did this, I believe, because nobody is watching Disney Plus. Nobody cared for the shows.
Yeah, but if you said, like, compared to Mandalorians and watching, the upcoming movie Ray, I think people will watch the Mandalorian more because, the Ray movie, the Disney Star Wars is already broken.
Yeah, it is.
So,
and I believe that the Mandalorian movie is definitely going to be better made. Even though season 3 was bad, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, I'm assuming, are actually going to be making this movie when it happens, versus a woke activist actually directing the Rey movie, and she's never actually directed a movie before. She's like a documentary maker.
Yeah, and like Rey, the audience already know like she hasn't really been trained and she's starting to know everything.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like,
Yeah, and that movie's supposed to take place 15 years into the future. So I kind of already know what to expect. I fully expect them to have her completely rebuild the Jedi Order, have no problems with it.
it should
whatsoever,
be Luke,
because,
though.
well, they're done with Luke.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I don't think you're going to see Luke come back. Now, that's supposed to be like this grand Avengers type of Mandoverse movie that's coming out, Dave Filoni movie. Will Luke show up in that? I don't know. I really don't know. But Ahsoka was kind of a disappointment too. So, man, they got their work cut out for them. I don't know how they're going to right the ship on this one here. I mean, Grogu is still a likable character, but it seems like, his arc is already was already done. Din Djarin, Pedro Pascal is not going to be in a suit anymore, so he's probably never going to take off his helmet in the movie again. Pedro Pascal is actually going to be off shooting another movie or something, but he'll be back to do the voice of Din Djarin. So he's going to be strictly the voice now. Well, he was already the voice in season 3 too, so he never showed up on set.
Okay, I have a question. Well, okay, if season 3 didn't do good and they put season 4 in the movie theater, what do you think, how much profit would they make?
It's going to really kind of depend on the budget. That's what I'm curious about, because we have seen these budgets be so outrageous. It seems like every movie Disney is putting out is setting like a new record. That Indiana Jones movie cost over $300 million production, and it bombed. A movie like this, are they going to put $200 million into it? I think it's going to be tough to actually make a profit. When is it actually going to come out? What's the first Star Wars movie to come out? We really don't even know. I couldn't even tell you, but Disney has had so many bombs. They're going to have to scale back on the cost just to make a profit. And when it comes to like a Star Wars movie, you got to spend money because all those special effects and everything like that, unless they go back and use the volume that like they did with season 1 and season 2, I'm not really sure. That probably can actually cut back on costs. Mm-hmm. But you talking about making a movie. Making a movie is not the same as making a TV series. So, like each episode, you have a different director. But in a movie, you're only gonna have like one director. But how long would a movie be? Would it be like 2 hours, 3 hours? How do they actually condense it down? I don't know what story they're going with, to tell you the truth. Honestly, I really don't care either at this point because the last season was so bad. But they're probably thinking, all right, we're losing so much money on Disney Plus. Maybe, just maybe, we can actually break even or cut our losses a little bit by making a movie. So,
well, do you think like I know that like Disney is already, broken, and Do you think like audience will go see the movie if some YouTube creator put out a good review?
No. Think of this here. We're on YouTube, but even the biggest YouTubers, they don't really have that kind of reach of trying to get people to really go and see a movie. I mean, for one thing, the people don't trust like the mainstream media. You got YouTubers that are actually top critics on Rotten Tomatoes. They have no influence on people going to see movies. I mean, I have never went to see a movie strictly because a critic said that it was good. And people don't trust critics. I mean, if you look at the disparity on Rotten Tomatoes between the audience score and the critic score is quite different. So I believe they have no influence whatsoever.
So what will promote the audience go see?
Well, I don't think there's anything they can do. I mean, they're gonna have to start just making good content to try and get people back. But there's so many people that don't even care. Mike Zero's not even making Star Wars videos. You know it's bad when he's not even making Star Wars videos. People have pretty much checked out. And we still got that Acolyte show coming up, which I think is going to bomb. Mm-hmm. So I don't think anybody's really going to go see this. I mean, Marvel movies have been coming out. Nobody's going to see them. Nobody. I mean, the Marvels just cracked 200 million. It's probably going to lose like 300 million plus. So I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. What do you guys think of this? Mandalorian Season 4 will be a movie, apparently. Let us know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. If you like the content here, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And if you want to become a channel member, hit that join button and drop a super thanks here on this video. Until then, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Goodbye.